I feel like I might have kind of skipped some things. So how did I truly, really and truly find God, and what made me want to like intentionally start this walk? Y'all, last year was so dark for me. Like, it was so dark from beginning to end. January to December, it was so dark for me. 2023, yeah, okay. So the beginning of the year, I was at LSU, you know, school year ended in May. I was so depressed there. I was so depressed because I realized, like, I'm not doing this for me. I'm unhappy. Like, it just wasn't it. And when I was there, I told myself, like, I'm done living my life for other people. I came back to school, but I didn't want to stop school, like, immediately, because, you know, you kind of feel like a failure a little bit. So it's like, okay, I'll give it another chance. Came home, I went to Wayne State. It was still a no for me. Like, it was draining. School was depressing. Like, life is already whooping me, and then I can't even feel how I feel because at 11:59, all these assignments are due. I'm working like 70 hours a week. Like, it was a lot, and it was very draining. So as you can imagine, the year was so depressing. And like I said, I would disassociate from whatever I'm going through by like helping other people through what they're going through. Like, I could be going through probably worse and still help you in your situation because I don't even want to deal with what I'm going through. So in doing that, I wasn't like, I don't know, I was neglecting myself like all the way around. Like, I'm telling you, crashing out, y'all. All the way around, like, just being, I was just a dark person and was just so angry at life and just angry, which led to like an open mind, and an open mind is no good. It is no good because I was doing all the stuff I said I would never do. I was doing it. I was never like never before. I'm telling you. I'm like, God, you really let me do all that? Like, you really let me do all that? But I also feel like God let me experience those things and to do those things to show me, like, it is not all living that life is not what it's all cracked up to be. It's really not. It's so dark. Like, it's really not. Like, ew, yuck. And this is not to judge anybody. I didn't even say what I was doing, but I don't judge anybody because I've been there, done that, and I realized, like, a lot of people just unhealed and hurt. Unhealed and hurt. So, again, it was dark. And yeah, I'm a person that goes above and beyond for the people I love. Like, I always do that. And I wanted in return. Does that always happen? No, but I still do it anyway. So that's just the kind of person I am. So it was my best friend at the time birthday. This is in April of this year. It was her birthday. I just had like a lot going on. Like I said, this is this year, 2024, April. Had a lot going on. At the same time, trying to make sure her birthday is good. So we paid for friends to fly in. And yeah, I've forgiven everybody in all of this. I don't hold anything against none of these people. But this is the story. This is what happened. Paid for their flights to come. There was some arguments. They ended up not coming. So now I'm irritated because now y'all playing with my money. And I don't play with my money. And I definitely could have kept that money. Like, I had bills. Like, I have rent. I have a car. I don't have insurance. Like, I was upset to say the least. But that happened. Night one, Friday. The next day, and mind you, I'm trying to make her birthday as perfect as possible, make her happy as possible, because that's just the kind of friend I am. Next morning, wake up, mind you, of course, we're drinking. Someone threw up in my bed right next to me. Y'all, I don't like throw up. I hate throw up. I don't like spit. Like, I don't like nothing like that. So now I'm freaking out on the inside. I'm trying to keep it together because I know she didn't mean it. And I was trying to not to be mean, because I know, like, if I'm upset and I open my mouth, anything can come out. So, but in turn, like, keeping that in, like, I was boiling on the inside, y'all. Like, and I tell y'all, I had to laugh, and as I'm laughing, my eyes are starting to water because I'm really trying to keep it together. I'm trying not to tweak out, but on the inside, I was tweaking for sure. Tweaking, because what is going on? Throw up in my bed? Are you serious? Next to me? I'm in the bed? So that threw me over the edge. After that, like, it threw me over the edge. I can't lie. I just had to leave the house. I had to go on some walks, make some phone calls, because please, I'm about to lose it. We had dinner reservations. And this also made me realize I had to let go, like, of my control, because I was a control freak really bad. We had reservations, but my best friend she's not able to make these reservations. She's saying, like, oh, we're going to dinner. Ma'am, you can't even sit at a dinner table. Like, and why would you go for everybody else to eat? Like, it's not making sense, and I'm irritated because it's your birthday and it's not going right. It's not going according to plan. So So I'm irritated. And so we get in the car. We finally get in the car. Push the reservations back. We get in the car. Run away there. I'm dressed, but my necklace isn't on. So I asked my cousin because she put it on. She's like in the seat behind me. She's struggling. I lost it. 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 Snatched the necklace. Forget it. Forget it. Now I'm quiet. Now I'm mute. Because now I don't have nothing else to say. I don't have nothing else to say. We go to dinner. And all these people at the table, they know me. They know me. And I kind of feel bad now. But when I'm upset and I'm quiet, everybody's quiet. Everybody's quiet because nobody wants to poke the bear. Everybody's quiet. Dinner table's quiet. It was a very awkward dinner. I didn't care though. Very awkward. Everybody's quiet. Scared to talk. I see them texting around the table, so I know they're talking about me or whatever. Not to say it's in a bad way, but I know they're talking. I see everybody's texting. Not everybody, but certain people. I see y'all texting. Like, I know what y'all talking about. And again, I didn't care. I'm angry. I don't care. So something else happened at the table. That was like the 12th reason. Waiter, can I get a lemon drop with double shots? Please. Please. Oh, you don't like your lemon drop? I'll take it. So now the drinks come rolling in because I have to be okay. Like, I have to be able to function tonight. And also, I have seizures. And if I get too upset, I can have one. Yeah, and I say I'm checking my pulse at the table. Like, I felt my heartbeat. And they was texting like, oh, at that point we knew. Like, we were scared. Like, she's checking her. We're scared. So we leave there. We go out to this club. Again, I left that life behind me. Yeah, I don't drink anymore. I just recently cut up my fake ID. It's official. I'm unlicensed. Because again, that's not my identity. That's not who I am. I'm not 22. It said 22. I'm not 22. Like, I'm not that person anymore. I don't drink. I don't smoke. Smoking was very hard for me, if you know me. I don't do any of that anymore. I don't party. I don't club. I don't do any of that anymore. So I've really and truly changed my life. But we go out. I need everything because I just don't want to be here in the moment. I can't be here in the moment. Like, I can't. I end up getting hives, y'all. I end up having hives in the club, so I had to go to the ER. So we had to call it a night. Because it was up to me, I'd have still been there, y'all. She dragged me out the club, thankfully. But if it was up to me, I'd have still been in there because I'm trying to be okay. So then that was that. And then like the next morning, my body was just hurting so bad. I think I had like an infection. And it was from the hookah. So I think I had like some kind of infection in urgent care. Not the urgent care. The ER didn't realize that. They just gave me Benadryl and sent me on my way. But no, I think I really had some kind of infection. Cause the way my body was in pain after that was crazy. So the next day was her actual birthday, which was Sunday. I'm supposed to go to brunch and then Love and Tequila, but I just couldn't do it. And I would never miss my best friend's birthday brunch. On her birthday, I would never miss that, but I genuinely could. I was checked out. I had nothing in me. So she went. They went out. I didn't go out. Stayed at home. I get a call to come pick somebody up because they couldn't get in. Now I'm irritated. Some more. So this is the 13th reason at this point. 13th reason I'm fuming. I have to leave my bed from Northville. Mind you, I already don't feel good. To come downtown to come get somebody. It was a lot. So as we're on the way back, I had to come up on the freeway because I needed some gas. So I came up early on Telegraph. Y'all, I'm telling you. Mind you, that was the 13th reason, right? Cool. I come up off the freeway. I'm just so disassociated. I'm not even here. I ran a light. I didn't know I ran. I thought the other person ran. Y'all, when I tell you, all I did was see a white light like right here. Like, they was so close to hitting my car. I care now, but back then I didn't care. They was so close to hitting my car, y'all. Like, all I seen was the white light. Again, no reaction. My face just like this. I just quite literally didn't care about my life or, quite frankly, anybody else's life in that moment. We go around. Nobody said it. Everyone's quiet. Again, I don't care. Then we leave from the gas station, coming back around and get back on the freeway to go to my house. And my cousin's like, dang, cousin, like, you really ran that light. I said, oh, I ran it? She said, yeah. I was like, oh. Again, still didn't care. I didn't know I ran it. I would not have purposely ran a light, but I didn't know I did it. And then I still didn't care. So then here comes Monday. I go to work. At this point, I don't want to go to work. But if I didn't go to work, I was going to be fired. That was my last point at work. I was gonna be fired, and I can't be fired. So I went to work. I'm at work. I just don't have it in me. Like, I don't have it in me. I'm trying to keep the tears in. I had zero. I was on 0%. Like, just empty, drained. Had nothing. When I say I didn't even work, I didn't even work. I was just there. I was just there, standing there at my station while somebody else did my job for me. Not everybody, the supervisor, the maintenance man, because maintenance man, he was really cool with me. He's, what's wrong? Like, please, that's the worst thing you could ask somebody with something really wrong with them. They try not to cry. What's wrong? And then you keep asking me. I'm face straight. Like, I tell y'all, no emotion in my face whatsoever. Like, that whole week, honestly. Like, gone. Like, dead in the eyes. Like, I'm not even here. I was not there. So, I couldn't do it. So, I'm texting my best friend. She wasn't at work yet. I'm like, I'm about to check myself into a mental institution. And if my cousin see this, I text her about, I was asking her some questions. And she asked me, like, who's going? I'm like, a friend. Anytime somebody say they asking for a friend, 9 times out of 10, it's not for a friend. It's for them. I'm like, a friend. I'm about to check myself in because I just, at that moment, I did not trust myself. Like, I did not trust myself whatsoever. But then I thought about it some more, like, again, I like control. So if I go there and they take my phone and they say that I can only have visitors on certain days, I'm going to lose it some more. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. So maybe let's not do that. So she's like, okay, text me. And I told her, I'm going to leave work. I'm going to leave. I don't care anymore. Mind you, my taxes weren't even filed. It was some old stuff going on. I didn't even care. I didn't care. Didn't care. I cared about nothing. So she said text her when I was about to leave work so she can meet me at home, and I wasn't there by myself. I got it. Don't even worry about it. I didn't text her. So I'm walking out the plant. Mind you, the plant floor it's a minute till you get out for real. I'm walking, no emotion in my face. Before I walked out the doors, took a deep breath, because at that moment I knew, like, I'm about to go end it all. Like, that's how I felt. Like, I'm about to go end it all. Like, I'm about to end it all. Like, that spirit was on me so bad. Like, I'm about to go end it all. Whole way home, no music. I'm just crying. I'm crying. I get home. She see my location and see that I had got home. So she had ended up being on her way, but I still was there way before her. Before I walk in, before I put my key in the door, another deep breath, because this is it. This is it. I swear it was it, y'all. I go in there. I had Benadryl from when I had whatever was going on. Whatever it said don't take more than, I took more than. I took the rest of whatever was there with some Tylenol. And I'll tell you, it was nobody but God. It was like another handful of Tylenol. Y'all, I tell you, I could not swallow it. And you know, it's very little. Like, it's very, you can swallow it. I couldn't swallow it. Like, it came back up. So, okay. I'm not playing. Like, I'm so serious. So I go in the bathroom and try to swallow it some more with some water. Spit it back up. And at that point I stopped, because I know if I throw up everything else, then it's not gonna work. Like, I'm here. Like, I'm here and I don't want to be here. So I stopped. But mind you, I took all that Benadryl and I had already took some more of the Tylenol. So now I'm just, honestly, it did feel like I was gonna die a little bit, because you know Benadryl makes you drowsy, and you took how many? So she comes home, she's scared. I feel bad. I feel bad now. But back then, again, I didn't care. I didn't care about nobody. I didn't even care about myself. She's checking my pulse. She's scared. She's seen I was alive, and she's looking at, like, the pill bottles on my bed and stuff. She's freaking out or whatever. So at that point, I could not be left alone by myself. She called my cousin over, because them two they were with me, like, every day, so they knew, like, what I was going through and how I was feeling and all this other stuff. Again, vulnerability was not my strong suit. So this is, like, the first time I was actually vulnerable, and anybody made me realize, like, it's okay. Like, it's okay, especially if you want help. Did I really want help? I don't know. But if you want help, and to get the help you need, you have to be vulnerable and allow people to see you, even in your lowest. Like, that was the darkest and the lowest my life has ever been, ever. And I'm never going back to that, honestly. I done came to the light with the Lord. I'm never going back to that. I will never see that again. But that's what made me realize, like, it's okay to be vulnerable. And since then, I've really been vulnerable ever since. Baby steps, though. But yeah, for that whole week, I didn't go to work. Mind you, I didn't care about the job no more. It was just gonna be whatever. Like, didn't care. I told her I was done talking. When I told her I was done talking, y'all, I didn't talk the whole week. I had nothing to say, and I was not playing. Like, I was so like, I didn't have nothing to say. And it got to a point, like, during the week where I would stop crying. Like, I wouldn't even cry anymore. Like, I didn't even have any tears left. So they would stay in a room with me. And then one day, it was just like, I need to be by myself. I need to be by myself. So I sat up in the bed. And I'm just rocking back and forth. And now I'm crying like, God, please, God, please, God, please. Like, I had nothing else to say but God, please. Like, I don't even have the words but God, please, God, please, God, please. And I feel like in that moment is when me and God formed that relationship. He got me. He got me. He reminded me that if it was meant for me not to be here, when I ran that light and that car light was right here, I would have died then and there. But the fact that he kept me, I'm here for a reason. I'm here for a purpose, and there's a purpose that needs to be fulfilled. And had it been done, my time would have came. But he kept me, so that made me snap out of it a little bit and realize, like, okay, I'm here for a reason. Like, okay, God, I hear you. I hear you. I feel you. Okay. So now I start putting in effort. Like, now I'm taking baths or whatever. I'm eating a little bit. I'm okay. I'm okay. We're not below sea level. No, we right here now. And then I guess my mom just felt something was wrong. So she came over. It was the whole situation, y'all. But in that moment, in those moments, I feel like when you in your darkest times and you still call on the Lord, that does something, that changes something. And it did. It changed a lot. Like, that's probably what really changed my life, calling on God in my darkest time. Because I knew, like, can't nobody help me but him. Like, that's what changed my life for real, calling on God in my lowest. And he came to save me. He came to save me. Yeah, that changed everything. So there's nothing that God can call me to do and that I won't do. Nobody can tell me nothing about God. When I first got fired from my job, somebody asked me if I was looking for a job. I said no. God told me to be still and don't work. God didn't tell you that. Luckily for you, you can't tell me what God didn't tell me. We too locked in. We have that relationship. You can't tell me what God didn't tell me. You could never make me not trust and have faith in my Lord. Like, you could never. There's nothing anybody could tell me. After God, he literally saved my life. Like, you can't tell me that. Nobody can tell me that. Nobody can change what I feel or how I think when it comes to God. Nobody. Like, and I thank God for that, because everybody's not like that. No. And that same person still check in. That same people be wondering, oh, how she's taking care of, how her bills paid, how she... Because what did I tell you? God said, be still, I was still. And if he told me to be still, you think he's not going to provide for me? So yeah, that was really the life-changing thing. Calling, it's something about, it's something about the name Jesus. It's something about calling on God in your lowest. And I will say, like, when I have my moments, one thing I'm going to do is call on the Lord. That's what I'm going to do always. And when you call, he will answer. He will answer. So even in the good times and the bad times this year, like, I'm nothing but grateful. I'm nothing but thankful, because the fact that I'm here today is a blessing in itself. Because my life could have ended when I tried to. You know what I'm saying? So, my God. My God. My God. And I also feel like God puts you in certain situations to where you have no one to call on but him. Very strategic, very intentional. Had that situation that drove me to that point would have never happened, I probably wouldn't have the relationship with God that I have now. But that situation alone made me realize I don't have nobody but God. And if there's nobody I have God. Like, if everybody decided to leave today, I have God and I will be okay. Because that's enough. He's enough. You know, his love is just so powerful to where I would be okay. I am okay. I was okay. So, yeah. I said I was done, but I had to get that out too, because that was an important part. That played an important role in this. Because without that situation, I wouldn't be here to tell you the situation about the sexual assault, and I wouldn't have, you know, that glory from that situation. So yeah, life with MK. The real MK. The fearfully and wonderfully made MK. Yeah.